Dr. Murthy, what is the third popular sister of AI? Generation. What is it about?
The generation problem. Now, what is a generation problem? See, if I am predicting the behavior, I can draw a separator like this and say anyone who is on this side is a churner, this side is a good guy. Similarly, it can be regression. I will figure out what is the value. But if I change the question, I'm saying, hey, don't predict the behavior, but actually predict one of the data points itself. Generate a new customer, a synthetic new customer. Now you see there is an issue here. Let me explain that. So if I have what we learned is, hey, you know what? There is some data of one type. Let's say these are good customers, some data of bad customers. Now, what I'm saying, generate a few good customers and a few bad customers. What did the model give me? A separator. And what does it tell? Anyone who is on this side will be a red guy. Anyone who is on this side of the model will be a blue guy. That's all it knows. So now if I ask this model to generate a new sample, what will it do? It'll just go and plot these two on the red side, this on the blue side. Now, for the model, this is absolutely fine. This is on this side and hence it is red. This is on this side and hence it's blue. But as a human who understand the business behavior, you see customers have to be, let's say, for whatever reason within this region. This is the number of visits, hundreds of times they visit my store. So it's very, very unlikely that people visit this many times my store. I mean, this is, let's say, 700 times in a week. That's just unreasonably large value. Similarly, here, there's a negative number of visits. So it doesn't probably make any sense, let's say. But for the system, it doesn't know that. It doesn't know that some parts of this side only make sense. Some parts of this side only make sense. It doesn't know that. So when I use these models, classification and regression model to generate, they fail. They generate meaningless synthetic data. And by the way, these models which separate are called discriminative models. So discriminative models cannot generate new data points. How do you generate new data points? You need one more step in between. You really need to understand the boundary of the good guys, boundary of the bad guys. Now, if I plot this first, then the system knows if you want me to generate a new point, I'll generate somewhere here. I will generate here. Similarly, bad guys I'll generate here. So I will stay within the boundaries. By the way, these boundaries here, those of you who know probability distribution, essentially what it says is there is a high probability that I'll find the red guys in this region. And there is a higher probability, high probability that I find the blue in this region. So idea here is generation requires that I fully understand the probability distribution of the data first and create my sort of those virtual boundaries. And now I can synthetically generate a point within that boundary, within that region. That is more meaningful. So these are the three major problems, three sisters of AI machine learning. By the way, generative problems are now storming the world, right? Generating the next word at a time. And that helps ChatGPT generate entire code like this. One word at a time it generates, and it generates the entire code like this, right? One pixel at a time it generates an image like this. So it can generate images, it can generate audio, it can generate video. So generative AI, now you probably have heard the word generative AI, where I learn the distribution boundaries of the language, of the audio, of the videos, and then I generate one pixel at a time in that distribution, and then or one word at a time to generate the entire text. So these are all three are extremely important classes of problems. Okay. Now we will learn how to solve these problems in the coming sessions.